strap locks. Which ones are best? It has been probably about a month or so since the last time I did an Ask RGD video. So welcome to the latest edition of Ask RGD. This being episode number... Been long enough that I've done one. I don't remember what number we're on. 8, maybe? 9? I don't know. Whatever number we're on. If this is your first time viewing an episode of Ask RGD, here are the rules. You submit me a question either via the comment section of this video or one of my other videos, via email, Facebook Messenger, all the different forms of communication that are listed down in the description. Ask me a guitar or guitar gear related question and I will answer it in the form of a video. So, today's Ask RGD question comes from none other than Mr. Jeff Parker. Jeff Parker asks in a comment on the TC Electronic June 60 course video, something completely unrelated. And without reading his entire comment, what he said was he just recently brought home a brand new Ibanez J Custom. Killer guitar, by the way. Nice job. I am just a bit jealous. And he says, it came with Goto strap locks. I've used Schaller for years. I was instantly going to change them, but decided to give them a try. They're okay, still evaluating. Anyway, my question, what do you prefer? Why? Or thoughts on Goto strap locks? I never knew they made them until they came on my Ibanez. Jeff, thank you very, very much for submitting your question. I will be honest, I have never used the Goto strap locks, so I cannot comment all that extensively on the Goto strap locks. That said, I have used a lot of other Goto hardware, tuning machines in particular, bridges, among other things, and, they make some of the best hardware in the business. So, I am willing to bet that without having tried them or knowing a whole lot about them, I'm willing to bet that they are probably going to be at least as serviceable as anything else, probably at least a little bit better. As far as what I have always used, and the truth be told, most of my guitars do have strap locks on them. I don't play out much anymore. Matter of fact, it's been a while since the last time I played a live show. So, the need for me to stand up and run around with a guitar over my shoulder these days, is pretty minimal, and I don't focus too much on strap locks. But when I do need them, should I happen, the next gig that I do go play, and the day will come, if I happen to decide to take a guitar with me that doesn't have strap locks on it, I always keep a couple of extra pairs laying around. Just because. Like you, I have always been a big fan of the Schaller strap locks. And, these things are rock solid. They have never failed me once, not once. And, they seem to be relatively easy to install. And, I've had really good luck with them. They come in, multiple hardware colors. They come in the chrome/nickel. They call this one nickel. I think chrome and nickel are two different colors for Schaller now that I think about it. So you have chrome, nickel, they come in black, they also come in gold, so you shouldn't have any problem matching up to the rest of the hardware color on your guitar, should you decide to go this route. They do, there's no drilling or anything like that required. Pop the factory strap buttons off of the guitar. These screws are likely going to be a little bit longer than the screws that are holding in the factory strap buttons, so they're going to grip into the wood a little bit tighter. Get those new Schaller buttons on there nice and tight. Install the other end onto both ends of your strap. And, what I like about them is they are, when you actually have them installed, they actually form a cup. If you will, a nice solid metal cup that locks, the buttons into place. So, it is hanging, and secured underneath as well. So, if, the offshoot chance that, one does pop out of your guitar, the design of the locks themselves is going to stand a pretty good chance of, making sure that it doesn't go crashing to the ground. The thing with Shallers, they are probably among the most expensive strap locks on the market. I think most of them nowadays are right around $20 a pair. Unless you go gold hardware, then you're going to pay up around $25. So, a very, very solid alternative to those that I have found have been the Proline brand of strap locks. The exact same design, near as I can tell, the exact same quality. I have these on several of my guitars as well. The only difference is the little nubbin thing that you use to lock your strap into place is flattened out at the top as opposed to rounded off like it is on the Shallers. That's really about the only visual difference that I can see looking at one versus the other. These are, again, an excellent alternative. If you don't want to spend quite, $20-25 on a pair of strap locks, you can pick these up for about the 12 to 15 range, I believe. So, exact same design, in my opinion, really the exact same quality. Again, they've never failed me. I've used them many, many times and had great luck with them. The third kind that I have used quite often have been the Dunlop strap locks. And I don't have a package of those laying around to show you, but I'll post a photo up here on the screen so you can check them out. These work a little bit different. I found they can be a little bit more difficult to install, particularly getting the strap ends on them. But once you do it a few times, it's really not that difficult. I've kind of found you take the screwdriver and push it in, the flathead screwdriver that is, and push it in all the way around to get it nice and tight down in there, and then you can get it snugged on the rest of the way to the strap. Rather than support the guitar from underneath, these just go straight in, and there's a little button release on the end of them. Again, I really haven't had too many problems with the Dunlop strap locks either. The only thing that I do find is from time to time the strap buttons that they come with, the screw does tend to come loose, and you got to get a screwdriver back out and tighten up the strap button a little bit, from time to time. That's really the only thing that I've ever run into with those. So, and they're, price wise, I think they're right, probably right in line with the Pro lines. They're a little bit, they're certainly a little bit more inexpensive than the Shallers. Most of them are right around the 10, $12, $15, $18 range, somewhere in there. So those are my favorites. I know a lot of guitar players drink Grolsch beer specifically so that they can use those little rubber, little rubber washer things that are on all the Grolsch beer bottles. And you can take one of those if you're looking for a really cheap option. You can take, a couple of pairs of those and put them on either side of your guitar strap. So you'll have one on the outside of the guitar strap, one on the inside of between the guitar strap and the guitar, and your standard factory strap button going through all of them, and that will help to secure your guitar into place and make sure it doesn't pop loose. So I personally have never tried that method, but I know a lot of guys that do it and seem to have good luck. So there you have it. There is your answer to this edition of Ask RGD. Thank you again so much, Jeff Parker, for submitting your question. Again, if you would like your question answered, there are several different ways that you can submit your question. You can submit it via you can leave it down in the comments section down below. You can send it via Facebook Messenger, via email. You can also use the contact form on the robertsguitardungeon.com website. Small disclaimer, should you choose to leave your comment down in the comments section, I will use your screen name and identify you publicly, as I assume that you are okay with that. Should you reach out to me one of the other methods, I will assume that you would rather prefer I maintain your privacy, in which case I will leave you completely anonymous. This week I am introducing an entirely brand new segment to the Ask RGD series of videos. This new segment is called the WTF Question of the Week. What does WTF stand for? Oh, come on, you all know that. WTF, of course, are the initials of my good friend and very, very magnificent guitar player, Travis Feaster. So, what is the WTF quote of the week this week? The first person to hear a parrot talk was probably not okay for a few days. Send me your questions. Guys, I need some questions. I haven't done one of these in a month or so because I haven't had any questions. Send me your questions. Also, leave me a comment down below. Let me know your opinions on this particular topic. Please hit the subscribe button and the bell right next to it if you have not already. Links to all of anything pertinent in this video will be listed down in the description. As always, thank you so much for watching.